So chat, you might be thinking to yourself, Papa Jaku, you attract all the men folk, okay? They're coming after your cob nonstop, okay? You have to beat all these guys off of you and onto you. How do you do it? How do you manage? Okay? How do you make it through the ocean of dick that you have accrued over the years? And let me tell you, perseverance. But you might also be asking yourself, how did you manage to just butter your cob so well? As well, taking advice from my good friend Abby Shapiro. Abby has taught me how to be attractive to men. And she put this video out on June 28th, so that was like 5 days ago. Which means that 5 days ago I found out how to be sexy. So she's going to teach me how to attract the men folk. I'm very excited about this. I think this is going to really put it over the top. I think this is going to make it so that none of us ever want for dick again. What do you think, chat? I think this is going to be good. I think this is going to be a good thing. Tell us, Abby, how? Oh, and I think it was funny. I know that on Twitter, Bellum, you mentioned this as well. If you look up here in the corner, I'll make it bigger so you can see it. This is the thumbnail for this. She has like a before and after, but her face is the same. And I also thought that was funny, Bellum. I know you can't really. I could probably increase it a little bit, like make the thumbnail a little bit bigger. Nope. Gotta go down. Gotta get them thumbnails back. One more. Doink. There it is. So you can see just her face. 5 ways to look attractive for men, and it's just she just moved her head slightly to the right. I don't know. I don't know. It's just really stupid. Anyway. So. Here's Abby Shapiro in her infinite how to attract men wisdom. Let's find out.
Hello, Classic Crew, and welcome to today's video, where we're going to be talking about 5 ways to be more attractive to men.
Whoa, fuck, that scared the shit out of me. That sounded like a scream, like a haunting scream out of the left channel. Did anyone wearing headphones get fucking spooked just now? My heart just dropped. Oh my god. Like, it was startling. I just got absolutely startled. Like a fucking like a banshee, like a ghost was in here. Look, this is fucking spooked.
Attractive to men.
Jesus Christ, I knew it was coming and it still got me. I got... Jeez. Fucking Christ, Abby. Wow, I'm in fight or flight right now. Woo!
I'm sure this video is going to get a ton.
Will this video work for me too, a man? Oh yeah, sure, yeah, of course. All men like, wow. My pause game is nuts.
Ton of hate from women who don't want to be told that they need to look attractive for men, that they should be able to dress however they want, and that the way that they dress is really for themselves.
Okay, tell them they're valid, Abby.
But here's the thing. There are times that we dress for ourselves. There are times we do our makeup for ourselves. I am not immune to this. But it's not wrong to want to look attractive to men. And the things...
Wait. Who has this take? Who's like, it's wrong to be attractive? What? It's wrong to be attractive specifically to pick up men. Who says it's wrong for that? No one thinks it's wrong to be hot. Nobody. Nobody is upset when people are feeling themselves. Go ahead. You're probably hot. I'm sorry. You've earned the corn thing. You're probably a hot person, right? Even if you don't think you are. And yeah, I'm a hypocrite for saying this, okay? But you're probably a hottie, all right? It's okay. All right. You get to feel yourself. God, this pause is weird. I don't think there's a leftist that exists out there that is like, yeah, no, if you look attractive, that's bad.
That are attractive to men are not necessarily the same things that are attractive to ourselves and to other women. The trends are not always going to be the most flattering thing. They're not always going to be the most feminine thing, but they're fun to wear and a lot of women enjoy that. But if we stick with the things that men find attractive, you might find that you end up being more attractive to the men that you're interested in.
Okay. I don't actually know that I have a thing I'm attracted to like that. Like articles of clothing and shit. I think it's nice when people look like they like dress nice. That's fine, right? But that's not what makes me attracted to people in general, right? I don't know. Is she gonna say like, she gonna give good advice, or is she just gonna be like little accessories and shit? Is she in them right now? I'm not terribly attracted to Abby Shapiro. I know some people are, but it's not my thing.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think
And I don't think that's a bad thing either. She looks like the fucking Joker right now, dude.
it's actually really important to try and look
Who says important?
nice for the
Important. I don't know. It's just too much emphasis on the sounds. I don't like it.
opposite sex when you're trying to attract someone. Now, of course, I'm not talking about being attractive to men in the sense of being a sex object to men, because
Unless you're into that. Sometimes, by the way, I'm just saying, like, don't kink shame. Sometimes, by the way, I'm a sex object to you guys because of the cob. And that's okay too, okay? Just ask consent. If you want to be a sex object for somebody, okay? Obviously, there has to be shared consent in that experience, okay? And then you're valid, all right? Objectify each other safely, chat.
Because if we wanted to do that, we could just walk around naked. What I'm talking about here is the sort of things that would attract.
I actually don't think everybody could just walk around naked. I actually think naked, like nudity. Okay, how do I describe this? I think some of you will understand what I'm saying. And this is just a for me thing. For me, suggestive nudity is almost more hot than nudity. Unless we're doing activities. And then the nudity is like, yeah. But like, it's also specific forms of nudity. Like, if any of you have had long-term partners, you see each other naked from time to time in non-sexual ways, and it's not always just like, I gotta fuck now, I saw a titty, and you just like hump, like, you know what I mean? Like I think the anticipation of nudity is like way sexier than just nudity all the time, and I think I'm right about that 100%, and I'll never be wrong about it ever once. Yeah, pretty sure I'm just 100% right. Yep, nobody gets to disagree with me. I think obviously nudity is hot, and I think nudity is attractive. And who doesn't like a naked body for the most part? I mean, you know, if you have sexual, if you are a person that likes to engage in sex, a coomer, if you will, I can't imagine that any of you are like no nudity, please. But again, I think there's something to be said about like. How we objectify people is not the way that we as a society, is not the way that I tend to experience objectivity, like, or not objectivity, but objectification. Like, usually, I like my form of objectification in a consensual way because consent is hot. So, without oversharing, I have had partners in my life that enjoy a certain level of that, right? And I think everybody does to some extent, if you're a coomer. And like, you like to feel like, not like a piece of meat, but you like to feel sexually desired. And I think that's a validating experience for a lot of people. And in whatever way that manifests, and whatever's, you know, to your liking and your kinks and your comfortability and whatever. And you know, it's a very complicated conversation, really, depending on who you're talking to. But just in broad strokes, like the concept that she's trying to make a video on here, how to be attractive to men specifically, is just like flawed at its premise. Like, I don't, it's like I have no problem with the idea of wanting to look attractive for specifically people you're attracted to. In this case, she's attracted to men. Fine with that, 100%. I get it, dude. It's 100% fine. And so she doesn't understand why people would take umbrage with this. It's not because It's not because you want to be attractive. It's not because you're trying to be attractive specifically for men, or giving advice for that even. It's because you already have qualified this with, and a bunch of people hate that. Like, nobody fucking hates that, dude. It makes you sound whiny. You're trying to like rage bait. This is like Blair White tweeting out, "Ooh, next video is gonna make some people mad." Like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. It's just, you're very weird. Now, how do I look attractive to women? Lesbian here. How I look attractive to women is a mystery as well. So I don't know.
Attract a man to you so that he could get to know.
Actually, I've been told one thing that has ever made sense to me. Like, as far as being attractive is concerned. Like apparently, and this is just from some people around, okay? This is just some people's account, so if it doesn't apply to you, it's fine. I have been told that the reason people find me attractive, whether it's, in some physical way, whatever, that's fine. However you like, your corn is up to you. But specifically, like the deeper level attraction, like beyond just the facade of my existence, is that I sound like I would have good. I'm good in bed. That's what I've been told, and I think that is accurate. Specifically, the example was, it doesn't seem like you just get in there and try to jackhammer everything. So I mean, I'm just tossing that out there. Don't just jackhammer, chat. That's odd. Huh, maybe for you, not for me. Sex god.
Know you and get to know your personality. Now, is it bad to dress in a way that you enjoy that isn't as attractive to men? No, it's okay. There are times that it's totally fine to do that. I have certain outfits that Jacob is not a big fan of, and that
I forget that her husband is named Jacob every time.
My girlfriends think is super cool. But at the end of the day,
that's what I said. Bunny loaf. That's literally what my response was. It was, so you sound like you pay attention to your partner. God, the bar is so low for men. That's what I said. I was like, wow, that is. I thought we were supposed to have sex a certain way. I don't know, man.
If you're trying to attract a guy, specifically dressing in a way that is not attractive to him is just not going to be that useful. So now that I'm done with my diatribe,
that was a diatribe?
Now that I'm going to have every woman in the world who doesn't want to hear this angry at me.
What?
Let's get into it.
Why does she pretend she's edgy? No one gave a shit. No one gave a shit. The only reason anyone is mad at you at this point in the video is because you said they were going to be mad at you. You're provoking them. It's dumb.
So the first way to be attractive to men is to wear natural makeup.
Why are we perpetuating this kind of shit again? It doesn't even look like you're wearing makeup.
Men are attracted to the way that you actually look. So wearing makeup that is going to accentuate your natural features is more conducive to a man being attracted.
Do you actually have eyeshadow in real life? Do you actually have this? What are you talking about? This is just part of our culture. If you don't want to wear makeup, don't wear makeup. I don't care. If you do want to wear makeup, go ahead. If you want to wear a lot or a little, go ahead. But wearing natural makeup, I tend to date pretty girly girls. It happens, right? And almost unanimously, the idea of wearing natural looking makeup is always like, wow, that takes so much more work. Like, it takes like a lot more makeup to make it look like I'm not wearing makeup.
To you. So wearing a bright blue makeup look, which I did the other day for fun, is not necessarily going to be the thing that is attractive to a man. Wearing a ton of makeup,
salad news, thanks for
and a lot of contour and a lot of highlight and blush, that isn't going to really look like you. It's not going to look as natural, and it's not going to be as attractive to a man. Is there a time and place for a super glam look? Of course. Is that going to be the time when you're trying to just attract a guy? Probably not. So wearing a really colorful eyeshadow or wearing a purple lip, that's really not the thing that's going to be the most attractive to a man. You want to make yourself just look nicer. So wearing a pretty mascara, wearing a tinted moisturizer or something that has more coverage if you're not as confident in your skin, wearing a pretty eyeshadow that's not too far away from your skin tone, that stuff is going to be more attractive to men than really doing like a crazy intense glam look just generally. So that is my first tip to looking more attractive to men.
Purple nickel with 100 biddies. Bitch, I came to work at a fast food place with rainbow eyeshadow and bright colored lipstick and got so many more compliments from guys than when I wore neutral colors. Look, for me, and I think for a lot of people like me, like a lefty, someone that's pretty open to everything. I just want you to seem like what attracts me to people tends to be a combination of being a genuine person and being a level of comfortable with themselves while interacting with you. That's really what it is. Not being genuine. I can tell that you're not a facade of a person, and then the sort of this reciprocal interaction in some way. I don't know how to describe it really. Like just good personality, basically, but big personality is specific to everybody. And for me, a good personality is someone that you can have a conversation with, that seems to enjoy spending time with you. Like all of those things tend to be very attractive. I don't really care what the makeup looks like because I can tell if you are comfortable in that, and then that's what makes it look good. Like you see some people that have like what others would consider wild makeup, and it could look very unique. But if that person is just like feeling themselves in it, that's attractive. It doesn't have to be conventionally anything. Like a black lipstick could be super attractive, and it can also make people go like, "Are you sad?" But just depending on how you do it and how you act when you're wearing it, right? Like I grew up with emo kids, and some of them were super attractive, right? I had peers in high school when we were like 15, 16, 17 that were goth, but they were always like pretty or whatever. And it's because and they were wearing the same shit as the other goth kids, which wasn't my style back then. And it was always just because their personalities were nice. They were nice people that wanted to have conversations. And I remember specifically one of them I was pretty close to, and we almost maybe sort of did a thing, but we didn't do a thing. And it was probably because of my lack of understanding how to reciprocate. But and then there's some who were probably having hard times and stuff. Now, we were just kids, so my experience as a kid at the time is different than my retrospective. My retrospective as an adult was like, oh, this kid is having like a hard time and sort of like doesn't know how to reach out and doesn't really know where to go. But like then there was those people when I was in high school that were like wearing the same thing as these very nice people that I knew that were in the goth sort of clique that were just like, don't look at me. And it's like, bro, you just got the most interesting set of piercings I've ever seen in my small town, and you're telling me not to look at your face? Why would you do that then? Like, you don't want people to look at your face. I don't have an interesting face. I don't know. And so it was just very interesting to see people want to express themselves in such striking ways without wanting to be perceived. And now adult Jake is like, oh, that person was going through a crisis of confidence. It's probably like trying to express themselves while also still not being very comfortable. And there's a combination of things. But young 16-year-old lack of empathy child me was like, but you look fucking interesting. I need to look at that. So I don't know. There's just different ways that kind of manifest. I think it's fascinating.
Number 2 is wear dresses. Men
wear dresses.
love dresses. They love
do?
sundresses. It's a meme on the internet that men love sundresses.
Is it?
Dresses are feminine. They accentuate the differences between men and women. They show off your figure in a feminine way. So wearing dresses is really going to be attractive to men. Wearing jeans and a t-shirt, yeah, there's a time and place. But wearing a pretty sundress is always a pretty good guarantee.
For who? What? I guess I'd never considered dresses before, but when I think about it, like, dresses are fine, but I'm not more attracted to a dress than I am attracted to anything else. In fact, I'm such an ass man that the more ass you can involve, the better. That's my take. It's a low brow, low IQ, lizard brain, Coomer take, but it's my take. More ass. That's it. It's the only thing. Prime, thanks so much for the 6 months. Dresses are bad for asses. Well, some dresses are bad for asses. Yoga pants, more ass than dresses, and that's a fact. By the way, same goth girl with the good personality also had really nice yoga pants, if I recall correctly. And I do. Just saying. Maybe it had something to do with the ass. Maybe the personality was held in the ass. Is that where we keep it? Personalities are kept in the ass. That's true, actually. That's true.
That you're going to look attractive to someone of the opposite sex. I
What about someone of the same sex, bruh?
have a ton of dresses. I always talk about how much I love dresses, and Jacob loves when I wear dresses.
What? Oh, fuck. It's not me again. No one calls me Jacob, but it's still fucking... I don't know if anyone has called me that in years. Everybody calls me Jake.
Really does comment almost every time I
No, you've got it all wrong. Pee is stored in the balls, then poop is stored in the butt cheeks. Well, poop can be stored in the butt cheeks along with your personality.
wear a dress and say how much he loves
hell
it.
no, you
And
won't catch me dead in a dress.
in general, I think that men are attracted to women in dresses, in skirts, in flowier garments, or rather in things that are just going to accentuate the differences between men and women.
I was trying to figure out what would make men attracted to a dress, and then I just imagined all of the chuds and what their obvious answer to why a dress might be more attractive is. Do you know what that is? What's the chuddiest way? Yeah, there you go. Easy access. It's easy access. And then he'd be the same dude that eats the box like this. Blah, 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 blah. Can't do it, dude. Can't do it, bro. Ain't for me.
Number 3, I'm gonna get hate for.
Number 3, gonna get hate for. Shave a lot.
Smile more.
Oh, fuck! Oh, God! True, though. Smile more, bitches. True.
Men like seeing women smile because it means that we're happy and we're fun to be around.
Okay, so what if, and hear me out, what if you have no reason to be smiling while interacting with a man? What about that? How about make women smile more because you're interesting to be around, dudes? How about that? Smile more, honey. How about you make me smile more? Huh? How about you be more interesting? You silly bitch. In this case, the silly bitch is the man. Joke's on Abby. I'm trying to be attractive to women. True. Me too. Me too. My DMs are open, ladies. My DMs are open, guys. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's technically worse than Raya and the Last Dragon. That's technically worse than... I was just trying to deflect from that. I wasn't actually soliciting all of you guys, and then I just solicited for more of you instead. I tried to unsolicit from you because it came out of my face before I thought about it, and instead I just solicited more of you than... We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna keep going.
No one wants to be around somebody who has a grumpy face.
It's too late. You've made a grave mistake. Yeah, no, it's over for me. It's fine.
It doesn't look
See
like
you
they're
in the
going to
DMs,
be
chat.
a ton of fun to be around. But seeing someone
You're gonna get canceled again? Ah, fuck.
who is a happy person, who's smiling all the time, that is somebody who you want to be around. It's an attractive quality. And that doesn't mean that if you're feeling really down or if something bad is happening, you have to paste on a smile. But as you're kind of moving through life, think about if you're smiling while you're doing it.
Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Think about if you're smiling while you're doing stuff. What? No, what? Why? What is wrong? And then this is the smile. This is the smile right here. This bitch over here saying fucking smile more. Okay, Abby. All right, dude. That right there? Jesus fucking Christ. This is horror. This is horrifying. What are you doing, dude? Fucking dumb.
Because think about how when you're old, do you want your wrinkles to reflect
What?
how much you smiled in a given day?
Think about your smile wrinkles, chat. Think about your fucking wrinkles, bro. You losers. Imagine. Couldn't be me. You see this? I got all sorts of smileys up here, okay? All right? I got crow's feet for days just smiling. No, not really that wrinkly, but that's okay. Dead inside. Ugh.
Or do you want your wrinkles to reflect how angry you were? I'm just saying, men like seeing smiling women because it shows them that you are a happy person, that you're going to be fun to be around, and that you're going to make their day brighter.
That is such... Okay, so that's a really big red flag. Okay, look. Maybe a partner, sure. A partner has some sway on your happiness day to day, yeah, sure. But just a fucking being a woman, just being a woman around women, you are not, and I don't know why I have to fucking say this because you already know it, you are not the determiners of men's moods, nor should you feel like that burden must be thrust upon you. If you are not fucking smiling, and then I see you in the grocery store, if I feel bad, my day is made worse, or even just not made better by gazing upon your visage, okay? Apparently that's your fucking fault. You're here to make sure that my mood is good, okay? Otherwise, I become a threat immediately, because I'm a man, and that's how we are. Better keep us in line, ladies, by smiling and wearing dresses, or our fucking cum brains are just gonna break everything. This is so fucking harmful, dude. This is harmful. This is harmful for men, too. Right? This is, like, just to tell them that, like, women are around to sort of readjust our moods and make sure that we stay gleeful. That's fucking crazy shit. That is the weirdest goddamn thing. That is so odd. Please, if I see you in the street and you're like, wow, why is that guy wearing a corn suit? Oh, it's Jake. Don't just smile because you feel like I need to have a good day. Smile if you're happy, okay? Smile whenever you fucking want to. Don't take into account me, please. So weird. That is just odd. I don't like that at all. He's wearing a corn suit for easier access. That is exactly why I wear it. I have a little hole. Little. This is a little. You see, you can put your junk right here at the bottom. See, it's like a little space at the bottom of this. Yep. Bloop. Right there. That's where we keep the cob. All right, packed away. Packed it away.
And smiling, it just shows that you are positive. And that's not a bad thing. Honestly, I think a smiling person is pretty much attractive to anybody, but it'll definitely be more attractive.
Only corns when? I only do house visits for only corns, chat. Okay. I only do house visits. It's not a public thing. It's a private thing.
To men. Number 4 is put on perfume.
Ooh.
I don't know how many times I've said this on my channel, but I love perfume. I think that perfume
Probably
is one of
4
the
million
most
times.
feminine things that women can wear, and smelling lovely is so classic. So
Smelling lovely is so classic. Why is she... We talk about this almost every time we turn this fucking channel on. It's the mean girls fetch thing, dude. It's not that. It sucks.
putting on a nice smelling perfume is going to be so attractive to men. Now, of course, you don't want to put on so much that when you walk into a room, it's like you're hit in the face with scent. Terrible. But you do want to have just a little on so that when you pass someone, they kind of get a whiff of whatever scent you're wearing. And that is super attractive. Also, smell is a very powerful sense. So if you wear a certain perfume and you wear it all the time, a guy might end up kind of recognizing that smell and associating it with you.
I mean, sure, that definitely happens. I have one person in my life who I associate a smell with, but only because it's the only person I know that smells like that. And it's not necessarily like a good or a bad thing. It's just the smell. I don't know what it's called. It's just such a specific scent. And I'll associate her with that forever, probably. If I ever smell that again, she better be right around the corner. Right? She better be right there, because I'll be very disappointed if it's not, because it's just like immediately I'll be like, oh, is that you? No, it's not. Admiral Owl, thank you so much for the 14 months. Remember, ladies, scent is very powerful. That's why you should always rip ass hard as you can when you enter a room with people. That's true. That's true. I'm told that I have a good natural smell, which is nice. I've been told that many times, so that's nice. You don't want to be the stinky person, like just you naturally are stinky. That's rough. That's a rough go. I don't wear cologne, though, and I don't think most people that I'm with wear perfume. I think most of it's shampoo and soap and like just your natural sort of like hygiene, right? So if you your pheromones and shit like I do like garlic, huh? I think I don't really associate, like, I can't think of what most of my exes smelled like. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sort of something you associate with them. I don't know, when they're there. It's I don't know. It's sure, I guess. I'm more of a deodorant and just being clean from time to time person, where it's just like my sort of natural sort of smell. I do like the smell of my my pomade, though, which I don't use very often unless I'm going outside. It's gonna be like windy and shit. But yeah. I also have some soap that has a little bit of like wood in it. It's like a natural soap. I think it's is it Squatch? I can't remember. But they put like cedar and stuff in there, and then they have some exfoliation stuff that's really good for your skin, and that feels really nice just to use in general. It's a black bar soap. It's really cool. Quinby, thanks for the prime. Yeah, and so I have no problem. Again, I have no problem with her saying this. I just think it's weird to say, like, that's so classic. Like, what? Kind of. Like, perfume came about because hygiene wasn't like normal. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a normal thing to be hygienic for a while.
Last but not least, don't wear your hair in a
Unless you're talking about Rome. And then they did it because like we do it, and they were way cleaner than us, probably.
super severe
Except for their butts. Weird communal toilets. Don't wear a severe ponytail.
That is not going to be as attractive to men.
I fucking disagree.
Men like seeing your hair loose. They like seeing your hair styled. But
I disagree with that. I disagree. Now, it depends on the person. If you're not like a sporty type girl, and this is just from my perspective, because we're talking about attraction right now. So if you're not like a sporty type girl, or I guess NB or whatever, just a femme person. I'm using girl, but femme person, someone that I would be attracted to. Then it doesn't really matter. But if someone is sporty and wears a ponytail, like they wear like athletic gear or something, I don't know. I've always been attracted to that. It's probably because I was always a jock growing up, and that's the kind of people I dated a lot of the time. So it was like yoga pants, leggings, shorts, somewhere in there, tank tops of some variety, or t-shirts, ponytails, athletic shoes, socks, whatever you got going on. And like that was just always attractive to me, and it will probably always be attractive. Now, that's not the only thing I'm attracted to. And certainly wavy hair is fine, straight hair is fine. Like, I don't have a preference for that either. I don't think most people have a preference. Jake would have bullied me. I wasn't a bully, so probably not. I was actually friends with everybody. I was low key pretty popular, okay? But yeah, like I did drama too, dude. So like, I don't know. I played sports, did drama, was a video game nerd. I don't know, a little bit of everything. Usually wears ponytails. Well, I think ponytails can be hot. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Pigtails, braids, little buns or puffs. Hey, I like just kind of like everything. I like, again, this goes back to like how you dress. If I just can tell that you're just comfortable and you're having a good time, like I like a messy bun with like a little pieces of hair sticking out or something. That's kind of hot. I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. Just it's always there's like different ways to be. And if you just like have your hair down, or like Sarah, she doesn't wear like ponytails very often. She does from time to time, and that's cute and everything. But she doesn't always. She often wears her hair down. So it's just like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Situational. Yeah. And I think the only thing I'm not a super big fan of is like super curly hair. And I don't know why, but I think it's typically because my mom has pretty curly hair, although she keeps it short. And so that might be like I might associate you with my mom, and I'm not Oedipal enough to do that, but I don't think it's icky, and I have been with people that have had curly ass hair, so it's not like, I don't know, it just doesn't usually jive with me, but not as like a turn off, just not as a turn on. So, and I'm talking like bubble curls, unless again, well, that's not true. That's on white people. On non-white people, I think it looks really good a lot of the time. So I don't really have a type. My first big time, like, major girlfriend ever was an Arab girl, and then some of the like very, very white people. I don't know, and she was like on the bigger side, and I liked that. And then especially in high school, where it was kind of like everyone was like super skinny and they felt like children, and I didn't like that. And then because we were children in high school, maybe that's why. And then dating women that were super skinny later was nice, because they were women and you could tell they were women. And I don't know, I've always been attracted to like women rather than like girls. In fact, I always thought that was weird growing up. Like the barely 18, that kind of porn was like really pushed at you when you were in, and I think it probably still is. That doesn't turn me on, man. I don't know what it like. Am I just an old soul that I just like, like an adult that seems adult? You know what I mean? Also, because my sexual experiences with fellow young people when I was, in my teen years, they're not very skilled. Isn't that weird? How super young people are not that skilled at the sexies. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time to get there. The libertarian lobby, oof. Native women. I never dated like a native person. I dated people that were part native, like had a little bit of it and some Turkish and stuff like that, but just really into adults. Really, really into adults. Yeah. Natives are kind of hard to find. Well, not in Michigan. In Michigan, we have a large native population. We're very mixed and stuff. I've dated mostly white people, or white passing people at least, and Arab and stuff like that. Kind of running the gamut there. I've never dated. I've been close to several people of other ethnicities, but never really dated anyone outside of like. I would say that sort of Mediterranean white, like sort of olive skinned. That's probably that, and then Arab, and then just like Germanic white people. Probably because I'm so goddamn pasty white. You know what I mean? Not that I would be opposed, of course. I am a lover of all the femmes. That's true. White passing like that. Yeah, pretty much white passing. Although depending on where you at, I didn't mean to say that. Depending on where you're at in the United States, someone might be not quite white enough for some of the white folks, if you know what I mean. In fact, when I dated, trying to say the names, when I dated the Arab girl, we were together for a super long time, and there were some sketchy situations where, because she was and still is, obviously, but when we were together, it was like closer to 9/11, and obviously much darker skin than me. We had some sketchy situations in like West Virginia in the South where we were like, oh, this is probably like an uncomfortable place. We should probably get out of here. So yeah, had to deal with that a few times.
Pretty. They like
this was about perfume.
Seeing that your hair is just healthy, because that's a sign that you are healthy.
The conversation's just sort of
and
about
they like seeing that your hair
general,
is pretty and styled and brushed, because that's a sign that you take care of yourself.
Surprise, Jake went
now,
long-winded
if you style
again.
your hair in a very severe ponytail, it's not saying that your hair isn't healthy. It's not saying that you don't take care of yourself. It just looks very severe. And one of the things that is different between men and women, not always, but in many ways, is that men can be a little bit more on the severe side and women are a little bit softer. And your hair can reflect that. So putting your hair down, wearing your hair in flowing curls, that is a much more feminine way to style your hair than to tie it back in a really, really slicked back ponytail. That is just not going to appeal to men in the same way. So that is it for today's video.
Jesus Christ. Oh, she's going to say bye.
Those are the 5 ways that you can be more attractive to men. I'd be interested.
Those are the 5 ways. That's it, chat. You want to know what 5 ways you can be attractive to just fucking anybody? Okay? Here are the 5. Here's Papa Jakku's top 5 ways to be attractive to just fucking anybody. Okay? Anybody in the world. Okay? Number 1. Be genuine, okay? That's the number 1 thing. Just be genuinely you. You don't want anyone to be attracted to you for your facade. You want people to be attracted to you for the person that you are. And you're probably pretty okay. Let's be real. You're probably at least pretty okay to be around. Number 2, to be attractive to people, they have to feel comfortable around you, okay? So that goes along with the being genuine thing. If your genuine self is not comfortable to be around, that doesn't mean that this is an unchangeable factor about yourself. It means that you should probably change the way you are and consider why you're making people uncomfortable. It's probably because you have much too severe a reaction to people's interest in you when they talk to you, and you get very, very, I would say you press. This is I guess that's almost more of a sports term, but I would say that if someone is around you and they get uncomfortable around you, I mean, you could just be acting weird, and you can, if you're autistic or you have, because I have some autistic friends who are like, is that weird? And I'm like, yeah, it's a little weird, and here's why. And then they appreciate the feedback, and not just autism, obviously, but any sort of like, you might just be, I don't know, scared of talking to people. That's fine too, and that can come across as weird to somebody else. So if you have close friends and be like, hey, do I act weird ever? And they're like, yeah, you're a fucking weirdo, and here's why. Because you have good friends, and they should talk to you like that. Real honest conversation. Just learn what happens and try to be comfortable around everybody, and they'll be comfortable around you. Number 3 thing you could do, and this is in no particular order, to be attractive to people is, that's it. Just be genuine and have people be comfortable around you. Most people at that point will find you attractive. That's it. It's the whole thing. Attractive to different levels. They might just be attractive, not enough to, like, fuck your brains out, but they might just be attractive enough to spend time with you from time to time. Attraction does not have to be a significantly sexual thing. And I think we forget that. Attraction, you are attracted to your friends, for instance. Not sexually attractive necessarily, okay? You might not necessarily want to bone their face off, okay? But just being a person that is attractive to other people is the goal, right? We're not trying to fuck everything that moves. We just want to have friendships, and that is the trick. That's the trick to being around people Number 4, watch actual Jake. The number 3 most attractive thing you could do, and frankly, this should be 1 and 2 as well, is to tier 3 subscribe to the actual Jake Twitch channel. That's true. Yeah, just be yourself, man. And if yourself is someone that other people don't want to be around, don't lament. Just introspect. It's okay. It doesn't have to be embarrassing or painful. You could be like, oh, well, I guess I'm an asshole sometimes, and I should try not to be an asshole. I've definitely done this. I've definitely been an asshole, and I definitely try not to be sometimes. So, you know, it's sometimes it's easier said than done, and sometimes you don't want to be attracted to somebody. That's fine too, 100% fine. Those are the top 5 things. There's only 2 things. Only 2 things.